Yes, CBN has to say about the Charlie Kirk tribute that got
I lost a mentor,
anchor
my
suspended.
first boss, the first person who made me.
In Springfield, Illinois, was suspended after airing this tribute to Charlie Kirk.
Nah,
Take
that
a look.
man's a YouTuber.
So I want to talk about something for a minute, and it is heavy, so please bear with me. I want you to know that it's okay if you feel sadness. It's okay if you're grieving. 2 days ago, I lost a mentor, my first boss, the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now. Charlie Kirk. There's a lot going on in our world right now, in our country, but I want to say one thing. Lean on your neighbors. Speak up for what you believe in. I don't care what it is. I want to share with you one of my favorite sayings that Charlie would always tell us at the office. He would yell it from the mountaintops, so please listen. When conversations stop happening, when individuals become wordless, that's when violence begins. So, if you do one thing today, make it be with passion, with conviction. Stand up for your friends, stand up for your beliefs, and speak loudly, even if your voice shakes. Your words have meaning, your values have purpose. Never forget that. Thank you, CK. You changed my life.
CBN's Billy Hollowell joins us now. Billy, what's happened since her suspension?
So this is interesting because Benny Ray Harmony, she gets reportedly suspended. This is what she's claiming on social media. And she shared a video of what she was suspended for, and we could talk a little bit more about that. But she decided to resign her position, and she put out a statement, and I want to read part of that statement. She said, "Many in the mainstream media have been fired or punished for mocking his assassination," referring to Charlie Kirk. "I believe I am the first to be targeted for honoring him on air."
At the Charlie Kirk Memorial.
We are 1 hour from the start of the memorial service for conservative activist Charlie Kirk. This is a live look inside State Farm Stadium in Arizona, where tens of thousands are expected to attend today's.
Wow, you see the red visual? Now, this is the thing, you know. So, red is the political party, right? That is the political party. However, some conspiracy theorists would also say this is also the color that signifies the sacrifice, the blood ritual sacrifice. But and some would also add the Colosseum effect, added to capitalize on it as well. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Service for conservative activist Charlie Kirk. This is a live look inside State Farm Stadium in Arizona, where tens of thousands are expected to attend today's service to honor and mourn the 31-year-old. Kirk was shot and killed in broad daylight at Utah Valley University during a campus event 11 days ago. The ramifications are vast. The human horror, especially among friends and supporters, and the political reaction, a presidential promise to crack down on critics and leftist groups. Kirk's memorial will feature a lineup of speakers from the highest levels of the U.S. government and the MAGA movement, including President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, Kirk's wife, Mrs. Erica Kirk, who has taken over the leadership of her late husband's Turning Point USA movement. She is also slated to speak. We have a team of correspondents covering this memorial service, and we begin with Arlette Saenz. Arlette, you are inside the State Farm Stadium. Let's start with you. What do we expect from that stage today?
Well, Dana, we're not even an hour out, and already this stadium appears to be near capacity as tens of thousands of people have gathered here to memorialize Charlie Kirk. This event will really draw in the top political leaders in the country. Attendees will be hearing from President Donald Trump, who is expected to speak in very personal terms about his relationship with Charlie Kirk. There will also be speeches from Vice President J.D. Vance and other members of the cabinet, and many people will also be interested to hear directly from Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, who is now expected to carry on his movement at Turning Point USA. This is a remarkable scene. It is nothing close to a typical funeral, especially when you think about the number of political leaders, the number of people who are coming here for someone who never held office but had a profound impact on the conservative movement. Now, we've been spending some time inside this stadium talking to attendees, hearing why they wanted to come and to show their support for Charlie Kirk. There are young conservatives who were drawn to his Christian faith, and there are others who said that they simply want to see a more united country. Take a listen to one of those people we spoke with, Elizabeth Alexander.
If you believe in something that somebody else doesn't, that your life could be taken from you, people willingly give up their lives to fight so that we can speak our minds and believe different. And I think we really need to focus on that kind of stuff instead of hating on each other and spreading hate. I think there really needs to be more coming together from both sides to stop the violence.
Now, as you can see and hear behind me, this almost has the feel
Sounded
of a
legit.
megachurch. There are worship songs, dancing and praise. Many of the attendees are dressed in red, white, and blue. That was a request from Turning Point USA as they sought to honor Charlie Kirk's life. There is also a little bit of political organizing going on here, as we have seen people trying to encourage people to sign up to vote, also inviting them to future Turning Point USA events. So certainly this could also be used as an organizing moment, but for many attendees here in the arena today, they simply want to honor and memorialize Charlie Kirk and the movement that he really helped push forward for conservatives.
All right, Arlette, thank you so much. I want to now go outside the stadium. Josh Campbell is there. Josh, this is a very big event with so many people, which also means that security is a huge, huge aspect of what officials are focused on.
That's absolutely right. And it is gridlock here outside of the State Farm Stadium, really a testament to how many people wanted to come here for the ceremony honoring the slain conservative activist Charlie Kirk. We're here at a Secret Service checkpoint going into the venue. Of course, this has been declared a Tier 1 event, meaning a high level of security, checkpoints, multiple checkpoints in and out of this area, not only because of the large number of people, but also because of course, who will be in attendance here. The president himself, as well as several members of the cabinet, will be here on scene. That, of course, means a very robust security presence. Now, a law enforcement source did tell me that there's no known credible threat to this event. That is something that obviously investigators always want to be on the lookout for, but the security is certainly very strong. Now, I want to move from that to talk about the people who are actually here, because we've been interviewing a lot of people who have come from all over the country.
There go one. There go one. Hold on, Paul. That's my bad, chat. There go one right there, Rohan. He said, we're not a single ninja. Not one. I think there's a black guy right there. And then you got like a black cop right here. There's two.
From all over the country. And I can tell you, Arlette alluded to this just a moment ago, that the stadium is now full. People have been turned away who were waiting here for
there goes another black woman. There's three.
Hours and hours in line, but they do have other areas that they can go, the overflow areas. So as you see people coming behind me, that's what they're doing. But I want you to have a listen, because one thing that always, whenever we cover a story, we want to know about the people. What are they thinking? Why are they here? Take a listen here to some of the folks we spoke with.
Charlie played a huge role in me coming to Christ and me finding Jesus. He's sowed seeds in my heart years ago, and so I'm here to pay my respects and to be gathered with other believers.
I know you said it's emotional when you think about talking about it. What's on your mind?
I just feel like it's great to see so many people come together believing in Christ, and that we have to stand together, and there's more of us than they are the evil.
Now, Dana, there are a couple themes that I've been hearing and talking to people, one of them being, obviously, this is an event to celebrate Charlie Kirk's life, but obviously people here are in mourning. So they're holding those two ideas in their head at the same time. The second, which was really impactful in talking to people who brought this up unprompted, they talked about the division in the country, but not only what it means to them, but for future generations. People are bringing kids here that we've seen. We've talked to some of the kids that were here as well. And so that's something worth noting that I've heard, again, almost to a person. It's not just this generation, it's the next generation, which is why people have talked about wanting to get over this division. But certainly a lot of people here, tens of thousands now on hand, Dana.
All right, Josh, thank you so much. Really fascinating to hear from the people.
Hey, chat. So far we've counted like 4 black people in the whole event. I think that that's gonna be the title right there. That's what we out of the thousands. How many black people showed up to the Charlie Kirk Memorial? And why?
Who are there. Appreciate it. The House overwhelmingly passed a resolution on Friday to honor the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk after that assassination last week. The measure passed by 310 to 58. Democrats were heavily split on the issue. The resolution condemns his death and political violence and hails the conservative activist as a courageous American patriot. I want to discuss with CNN senior political commentator Scott Jennings and CNN chief political analyst David Axelrod. Hello to you both. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to start.
I just wanted to check in to see like what happened at the memorial, because I knew it was going to be a momentous event. And if honestly, if it was within my means, I totally probably would have went just to try to document some of the situation for myself and talk to some of the people who went and see how he impacted them and things of that nature. Again, rest in peace to that man, and condolences to the family. And I hope they can heal like real and get past that. All right, but next though, we're gonna get into this. There was one video that I seen that I was sent where we got I don't even think I was sent this one. This didn't come on the list. This is we found this in the downtime. Range Day Bro. Shout out Range Day Bro, who supposedly has evidence of some extra evidence, and this is one of the ones that went more viral. This guy does gun content. I haven't seen the video. I'm here watching it for the first time with y'all right now. Let's hop into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have acquired proof that the FBI's official story is false, whether knowingly or unknowingly. We're going to have an entire monologue and talk about a lot of these things after I show you this, but if you take nothing else away from this video, you need to see this.
And in that video, you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down, and it does line up with the actual gunshot itself. So you're not counting gang violence. Great.
So this video was created by a friend of mine who is a Marine. You'll see him here at the end. This is the angle he is showing the shot coming from, showing where Charlie was sitting, and the angle of the shot, which will correspond with this video here, which unfortunately we will blur out Charlie's face, but we will show what is necessary to prove that this was an entry and exit wound. So you'll see him circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after.
So that means it came from the other side.
Split second after, as it would from an entry and exit wound. So in this footage, you can clearly see that Charlie is shot from his back right, and there is blood splatter coming out of the entry wound immediately after a shot. The first arc is kind of down, as if it's just gushing out from the entry wound. And then the second shot corresponds with when his head kind of snaps forward.
Well, that's crazy.
That fluid then flips up in relation to that motion. So you can see there's that second splatter flipping up into the air. This is something that I hadn't seen to this date. I saw this for the first time late in the evening yesterday, and I decided that this needed to be put out immediately because no one that I know of is talking about this. So big shout out to my friend who actually found this and created this video. You'll see him here in just a moment, but let's just one more time look at this shot. You see bullet comes in that circled area. You have the blood splatter go down, then up, and then immediately after, you see the exit right here with the skin being pierced, and then the exit wound emerges. And again, that is not a far distance for a bullet to travel, whatever the caliber is, whether it be 5.56, 308, 30-06, it's not even a debate at this point. It doesn't matter what caliber killed him. What matters is that the official narrative is not true. Again, whether the FBI knows or not that they're lying, but this is 100% conclusive evidence that Charlie Kirk was shot in the back of the head, and it exited through the front of his throat. All of the evidence points to Charlie being shot from his back right. Now, including this little blood splatter that we can see here against the white backdrop, the extreme hemorrhaging from the front of his neck, which again corresponds with an exit wound, the extreme loss of blood. No matter what the caliber is, that distance, that amount of meat is not enough for most bullets to expand. I mean, 99.9% of bullets will not expand in that short distance. Most of them require 12 to 14 to 16 inches even sometimes of tissue to expand properly. Also, Charlie tensing up correlates and proves that he was hit in his spine. It's a spinal injury. Any of the game that I've shot in the neck or in the high vitals where you impact the spine, the game usually drops right in its tracks because you sever the spinal cord. This is again exactly what we see with Charlie. He tenses up. His head also, his head movement also correlates with being shot in the back of the head. His head snaps forward, and then he tenses up, and you see him fade away, drop the mic, and absolutely traumatizing video footage. And I'm sorry to have to show you guys this again, but this needs to be seen and talked about because this is going to be suppressed in the algorithm. So make sure you share this with any of your friends, your family members. Save this video, whatever you need to do. So this video was actually provided to the channel by a friend of mine who is a Marine, and I forgot to show you the end of the video here. So this is my friend who actually made the video. I want to just give him a shout out. I will link his socials down in the description below. Again, he is the one who brought this to my attention. This is his video. He created this. He did the drawings on it, and he sent it to me to allow me to use it to show you guys what we're talking about. So he says, I have been shot many times, 3 times to be exact, and I know exit and entry wounds. I have extensive firearms training inside the Marines and the civilian world as well. It appears that Charlie was shot in the back right side of his head and the bullet exited through his neck. The moment I saw the video and he tensed up, I thought, that looks like a headshot given the fact that he seized up. It is very common. It is a very common occurrence with a headshot. So this dude of all people would know what an entry and exit wound looks like on his own body, literally up close in 4K HD as they say. So if anyone is qualified to talk about it, it is this dude. He is a super cool guy. So please go ahead and check him out. And I really appreciate him sending me this over because until he sent this to me, I just hadn't seen anything like it. Now, I wanted to be sure, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't like doctored footage. So I went to one of the original videos that I saw posted the day of Charlie's assassination. And right here I have it paused where you can see that splash that I'm talking about from the entry wound. And you can see it slowed down. This guy in this video is actually talking about the F in this on his shirt and the ring, some other stuff that really has nothing to do with it. People are arguing about body armor. You could see Charlie's, his nipples through his shirt, his chest, his breasts through his shirt, but you can see that he has no body armor on right here, okay? This would all be one slick piece of plate. It's already been established there's no body armor, so this is actual proof right here. He slowed this video down perfect. You see the blood right here, dripping out of his head from the entry wound, and the bullet is coming from here down through here. Okay, hit play, and there it goes. So again, I wanted to confirm the footage I had seen originally was not, in fact, doctored in any way. So you can see it here as well, a little piece down there, and it actually goes up a little bit off frame here from my screen recording. So you can see clearly entry, exit, then, of course, the part we can't show here on YouTube. So irrefutable evidence that he was shot in the back of the head. Clear.
How would that man shoot him through the paper though? Unless he had like some type of thermal. He had to have like a thermal optic or something like that, right? That's what this man. I don't know, Chad. I don't know about that one. What do y'all think? Bro, the experts are saying that this man was shot in the back. This Range Day bro dude got a whole lot of guns in the back too. He seems to be credible. Abolish the ATF. Damn. Straight up, huh? He seems to be, he look like he got a reputable channel, bro. He's a big name, man. Loadout in the building. He's a gun guy. So it sounds like he might know what the fuck he's talking about there, though. That's the thing. Shit. It looks like the rabbit hole continues, family. But y'all know we got it. Take it one day and one step at a time, staying as informed as we can and discerning the information. Lord have mercy. Y'all stay blessed up and prayed up and just stay safe out here. It's crazy, man. All right.